Welcome back, guys, with another episode in the Young Hustlers podcast. Today we're going to go dive deep in what we're going to do going into 2022. I think it's very important discussing like the stuff that we need to put in place, the habits, the goals in place going into a new year. I think it's very important. So I'm going to start off by asking you, like, what do you have planned for 2022 and what projects, or like, I want to really dive deep into what your thoughts and how you're going to be starting your year right.
Okay. The first thing I'm going to say is, if you don't plan, that means you're planning to fail. Like that's just how it's supposed to be. Because first thing is to get a schedule in place. Because I know in lockdown we both had a lot of time, whether we weren't working or we had time to focus on our businesses. We had time to do whatever. But now that everything's going back to normal, we have to balance a lot of things. So now there are more distractions, more, maybe work to do, different tasks that you weren't doing in the lockdown. So with me, I have college at the minute. At the same time, I'm trying to scale my business, and I'm really trying to scale, on social media, TikTok, that's our plan
100%.
to really dial into that and tap into the algorithm, because TikTok is really favoring people like us. It favors anyone because like you have an audience in any type of niche you're going into.
Exactly.
But the first thing I need to do, I already have a schedule in place, but that schedule needs to be tight. You know how important it is. We literally mentioned it in the last podcast. If you have a schedule in place, you're literally ahead of majority of people. Even if you can only complete about 70% of the tasks you have on that schedule, that puts you far ahead of people, even people with talent. Okay, so what are the tiny steps you're taking right now before obviously your goals, have your vision, where you want to go by the end of 2022, but what are the steps you're taking now going into 2022?
For me, to be honest, it's going to be very tight. It's going to be a year. Of course, everyone goes in every year. We're saying, new goals, new fitness goals. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. First 2 months into the year, nothing happens.
Exactly.
They lose motivation. They drop their goals and motivation. No. Right? You have to have a plan that, okay, I'm going to make sacrifices, because if you're not going to be making sacrifices, you're not going to be moving forward. You're not going to grow. You need to put yourself into pressure. So for me, honestly, going into 2022, I'm gonna start from now. I'm not waiting for 2022. Today. So if you listen to this podcast right now, you want to be starting today. Today, right now, you're listening. Right now, you're gonna be putting the goals. You're not gonna be waiting until January the 1st of the 1st to start your business, or saying, okay, now my goals are gonna be starting. No, because that means you're not really serious, right? So for me, I'm starting from now. I'm planning. Okay, these last 2 months, what am I gonna do to set me up for 2022? What am I gonna do in 2022? I'm gonna have my goals written down. All right, this is how much money I want to make. This is my people I want to impact. This is how many clients I want to get. This is how many businesses I want to go with. Okay, this stuff needs to be written down, and I want to hold myself accountable. If I can't hold myself accountable, I need to hire someone to keep me accountable. Either a friend. I'm going to tell you, okay, Simon, I want you to hold me accountable to every goal that I have written there for 2022. It's either going to be fitness, okay? I want to lose weight. I want to gain muscle, okay? This is how much money I want to make. Am I lacking in clients? So what I'm going to do for me to hit my goals is I'm going to eliminate distractions. There's no obviously I don't go out, I don't drink, anything like that. So no going out. There's nobody wasting time. Social media is going to be cut to the max. Obviously, we need social media because we're marketers, okay? We need that to grow. But we're going to minimize that to the max. We're going to have a schedule to okay, this is where I'm going to go on social media. Simple as. This is the only time that I'm allowed to go on social media. I'm allowed to reply to people. Other than that, it's going to be work. From 9 to 12, it's going to be work. From this time to this time, it's going to be work. So you need to schedule. As you said, the key is in your schedule. If you're not scheduling your day by day, month by month, you're not going to be able to scale. You're not going to be able to go far. So for me, that's what I'm going to do to conquer 2022 is start from today, writing my goals, writing my schedules, and going full on. Like even me right now, I'm really thinking to get out of my comfort zone and move out to another country. So I'm going to be zoning out on my own, by my own, put pressure on myself. So I'm now outside of my comfort zone. I'm outside of my nature. So now I'm forced to network, bro. So right now, what do you think about that?
You've dropped too many gems in that. Honestly, you said stuff about schedule, trying to dial in, write your goals down, so you have a visual image of where you want to be. So I really believe in visualization. Writing your goals down, believing, saying to yourself, I'm going to earn this, I'm going to do this at this certain time. It helps so much. And a lot of people, I've actually spoken to people, and it hurts when I see how small-minded people can actually be. You can say to someone, my goal is to make $1 million in a year. And they'll be like, oh, $1 million, man, that's loads, boy. Where are you gonna get that from?
Yeah.
Realistically, it's so easy to make a money.
They're small-minded.
You're small-minded. All this about a schedule. If you're waking up at 5, you're doing about 2 hours of marketing or an hour of reading. All of this counts. You're doing this every day. The momentum builds up. Then before you know it, the million will hit you before you even know it. And that's how it comes. People say, oh, but this person that got the million, he was just lucky. No, the harder you work, the luckier you get. $1 million is not just going to fall on your lap unless you're not looking for those chances, looking for those opportunities. So I believe putting yourself where opportunities are is how you're going to get closer to your success, how you're going to get closer to your financial freedom. Look at how important networking events are.
100%.
Would we have gotten those clients, those, just motivation, inspiration if we didn't put ourselves into those networking groups?
100%.
No. That's how opportunity comes. You need to go where opportunity is, bro. That's literally it. So I think you drop massive gems, man. Coming out of your comfort zone, taking action now.
100%.
People are ready to say, okay, do you know what? I'm going to start January 1st, 2022. I'm going to buy my gym membership. After 2 months,
That'll happen.
That's where most gyms make the most money at the start of the year. And they would always tell you. But the real people, the people that are hungry, that are sick of waking up to do their 9 to 5 every day. They're sick of working and helping someone else's dream. They're sick, man. Those people want to start now. I was speaking to someone the other day.
Yeah.
We were like, picking each other's brains.
Okay.
And he's very good at basketball. Okay. He played for Ireland and everything. And he said to me, he asked Simon, what way can I monetize my skill? This is my passion. I
100%.
I breed basketball. What ways can I actually, put myself out there and make money and get an audience? I said, bro, there's so many ways you can get that done. TikTok, Instagram Reels. We know how Instagram is really trying to enforce Reels.
100%.
Facebook are even trying to roll it out now.
100%.
You have this exactly. You have a skill. You're already coaching kids. If someone can see you in the park and be like, "You're really good. Come teach my son how to play basketball." What would other people who are seeing you on a bigger scale? They'll want to pay you for those skills. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're coming back now to the thing where it was like, okay, when you have a skill, you have a passion that you want to grow. It doesn't matter what level you're on. You can monetize that in different ways. And social media is the best way to do it right now because we're at the level right now that social media is king. Right? You can do anything. You can literally be anything you want. As like, yes, maybe in the past it used to be harder because you used to go through you have to go through a system. And the system back then it was college and this and that. Nowadays you don't have to. There's 5-year-olds on YouTube making millions. Put that in your head. There's 5-year-olds on YouTube making millions, and you're here complaining that you can't chase your dreams and you're not where you want to be. That's just excuses, right? You are where you are right now where you're at because of your brain, because you're not expanded, you're not leveled up, you're not where the skills are.
Yeah.
Once you chase your passion and you do it over and over again, there's no way you're gonna fail. When you're there's no such thing called failing. If you're consistent and you're chasing something else, it's not fail. You're not failing. You're learning. You have to fail to learn.
Yeah.
Like these failures have to happen, like for you to grow.
You see what you just said there? My only problem, there's nothing wrong with going to school. There's
100%.
nothing wrong with trying to be a better person. But my problem with schools right now is that they punish you for failing. If you fail, you've gotten a bad grade. You're not smart. You're useless. You should be doing this. You
should not be graded like that.
Exactly. That's not how you should be graded. Every type of failure is like a learning curve. Learn from it. The stuff, okay, I'm not doing this anymore because that didn't work for me. I'm going to do something else.
Exactly.
That's how you're supposed to see every failure. But school wants to punish you for that? Man, no.
See, that's an employee mindset, okay? Being punished for failures is an employee mindset, right? For an entrepreneur mindset, failures is a good thing. You want to be failing often. Fail often, fail forward. And that's how you're going to grow. That's how you're going to expand. Because if your mind is not expanded, like you should be reading books, right? Why are the most millionaires in the world saying read books? Like they read books. An average millionaire reads how many books?
I think 30 books a year.
Around 30 books a year,
yeah.
right? Around 1 or 2 books, a week or a month, okay? So that says something. That means they're expanding their knowledge. They're expanding their skills, their vocabulary, their sales skills, their relationship skills. Now, we're not just talking about money now. This is not just about money, okay? Life is not just about money, right? It's about freedom. doing what you love and impacting people. That's what I believe. That's what I'm here for. That's what I believe my purpose is to impact people, show them their purpose and help them grow and achieve freedom. Right? When someone's there, just sitting there saying, here, Ayub, I'm not where I want to be. I'm like, okay, why? Tell me why are you not where you want to be? Then they give me 1,010 excuses why they're not where they want to be. I'm like, okay, listen, yeah? Cut these excuses out. No, why are you passionate about? What do you like? That's number one. You gotta find what you like. What's your purpose? Okay. I know now we're talking about going in 2022, but if you don't have your purpose yet, you're not going nowhere. There's no path. So dial in where your path is, where you're going. Then move the excuses out. Okay. I don't care. I don't care. There's people that had it bad in you. Look at the past. The past will tell you. Look at Mayweather. Look at all the top people that came from nothing. And they're on the top right now. Why? Because they never gave up. They're consistent, and it's not about luck. It's about consistent, and they work their ass off to be where the top. So you find your passion. You're in a time that you can literally blow in a matter of days. Right? You can do anything.
You could blow off an idea. You could be financially free off one idea alone.
Out of nowhere. Like, there's opportunities are plenty. Yes, back in the day you can make that excuse, but right now you're in a time of internet. Social media, you can leverage your skills. You become who you want to be. So that's what the number one thing that I'll be going into 2022 going in is like knowing my purpose first, leveraging my skills, and having the skills going in. But I know I've talked a lot about a lot of stuff right now, but now I want to know your side of things, bro, because you talked about, of course, you talked about what your plan is going to 2022.
Yeah.
Okay, but nobody talks about the difficulties. Okay, difficulties of like getting a schedule in place and starting off 22, because a lot of people start off and they give up. So what like I want to go deep inside, like what have you faced, because you obviously had goals last year and the year before. So tell me what's different this time.
The stuff that's held me back. Well, you actually mentioned 3 things that I was going to go into.
No worries.
Okay, and it's mad because every time, like the years before now, okay, I've had goals, and some goals I've not been able to reach, and I'm gonna, mention my difficulties, the stuff that have held me back since.
100%.
You said, this is a fact, it's a stat. About, 80% of millionaires that were, brought in for a survey, okay, about 80% of them read books, okay. So if you want to become a particular person, if you want to be like a particular person, I'm not saying you're jealous of someone, you just know where you want. I mean, you go to college to learn something.
100%.
Okay, if you want to learn how to make money, you're supposed to be looking at people who are already making money to learn from it.
100%.
Okay, so you need to know who your Dream 100 is. Look at the millionaires. What are they doing? Follow the habit. If you're not putting the habits there, you're not doing anything. You can't do anything by yourself. Follow your dream people who you can learn from and inculcate what their habits into your life. Okay, that is one thing I had to dial into my head, because I was just believing, okay, do you know what? I'm just gonna do what I'm doing at my own pace, how I'm doing it. But realistically, I was going nowhere fast. I was working hard, but I was going nowhere fast because I had no one to look up to as a role model. It's
about working smart, not hard.
Exactly, about working smart, not hard. Second of all, if you're surrounding yourself with negativity, you're not going to go very far. We know that your network is your net worth, okay? A lot of people now struggle to they have small minds because they have a small-minded circle. That's just it. If you think 1 million is too much for you, then the chances are the people in your circle think that that's too much as well. But if you're sitting with people who are making millions, you're going to have it's like a knowledge gap. It's a knowledge gap, and you need to know when to let go of the people who are holding you back, man.
100%.
You need to. This video probably went viral. It's a video of Snoop Dogg. He said, "This is where you are now. Okay, this is where some of your friends are. It will get to a point where maybe you've seen the light. So this is the knowledge you're getting. You're educating yourself.
That's the gap between you and your
friends.
friends.
They have to meet you up there. You can't go back down.
You can't go back down.
No,
I love it.
You can't go back down. They need to meet you where you are, or you have to elevate and leave them. That's just how it is.
I love what you said there. Just to touch on that as well. Very, very important when it comes to expanding your growth. When you expand, you probably notice that you're kind of you're not liking some conversations around your friends anymore. It's okay.
It makes me sick. I won't lie. Some of it makes me sick.
Right? You don't have to keep hanging around with them. Yes, they can be your friends. They could be your day one. But hold on. You need to say to your day ones, hold on, bro. Listen, this is where I'm at right now. You need to have a real conversation with them. It doesn't matter. I don't know you're saying, okay, you know, oh, yeah, that you're only saying that. No, I'm being serious. You're not going to go nowhere, surround yourself with the same people since ninth grade, or since a little infant, that are doing the same thing, going out, drinking, having conversation about nonsense. If your goal is to make 10 million, if your conversations on a daily basis are not like of growth and getting better and impact, like you should change your circle around you. You are the product of the 5 people who you hang around with. All right?
If you take anything away, take away that.
110%, right? You know, a mad story. I need to tell this, right? Right? I heard this from a podcast. Right? This guy, I really look up to this guy. Right? This guy, he like that. It just like show you to never give up. Right? This guy started right in his late 20s. Right? His first 2 years, he didn't make nothing. It took him 2 years to make his first million. Right? After that, it took him then another 3 years to make how much? 30 million. That's how much. But that came from just networking and getting better. And do you know what he done? Cool. He bought a Bugatti, right? That is worth how much? 5 million. Okay, and you're like, okay, why you? I know you're saying, okay, he's a multi-millionaire, he can afford it. But he was saying, no, I don't care. I've 7 cars in my house, so in my mansion. I don't need an extra Bugatti. He said, do you know why I bought that Bugatti? Like, why? I bought that Bugatti because the network that brings. I can go to the Bugatti events, and the Bugatti owners are multi-billionaires, and that's the people that I want to hang around. Imagine that. He's a multi-millionaire, and he's saying that he's just bought a Bugatti so he can go and network. That you need to put that in mind.
There's actually another stat. It says I'm not too sure, but it says the average person that owns a Bugatti owns about 6 to 11 more cars. So obviously, if you're owning between 6 to 11 cars, you have to be a multi-millionaire. You have to be a multi-billionaire. And he was smart. He was like, that's my ticket into going into that network. I can tap in, bro. That's a gem right there, man. That's a gem right
so
there.
even from today, if you're gonna take anything right now, going into 2022, and that's something for me as well that I'm gonna be doing as well. Right now, one of my goals as well in going into 2022, because I'm starting from now. I'm not waiting for 22 to come. I'm coming in that I'm already going. I'm not stopping. I'm going to achieve what I want to achieve. Right? Obviously, with the blessing of God. All right?
Nothing can be done without the blessing of God.
Without the blessing of God, nothing's going to happen. So, one of my biggest goals is to network with mad people. That's why I'm going to get out of the country. Okay? Because I'm gonna go to places where money is. Okay? When I surround myself with people that are doing 50, 100K a month, I'm like, whoa, I'm not doing that yet. $1 million a year, 2 million a year. I'm like, okay, hold on, I'm not doing that. When I surround and start having conversations with them, the conversations are different. They're not about, hey, did you hear about Sam the other day, what he done? Did he break his leg? Or, oh, did you hear Sam, he won a football match the other day? No, the conversation's not about that. The conversation is about elevating. The conversation is about what's the next business?
What's the next opportunity?
How to fix up this difficulty in their business? What's next in their growth? What's the new thing what's the new business opportunity? And you're elevating. And that's the stuff that you need to surround yourself with a network of people. Network, have a conversation. You see someone at a coffee shop, hey, how are you? Start a conversation. Let's connect. You
never know who you're gonna connect with. That's why one thing I really want to do is I can't wait until I can start buying first class tickets to anywhere.
100%.
Because trust me, the very first place I'm going to is Dubai. I'm buying a first class ticket to Dubai.
Why? Tell me why.
Okay, this is why. Yeah. Who are the people sitting in first class? No, think about it. If you're paying to sit in first class, who are the people? You have to be either a business owner, you're an investor, you're doing this, stocks, whatever.
Yeah, 60 to 70% of the time.
Exactly. So if I'm able to fly with them often, engage with conversations, you never know you can get rich off the people you meet. You can get rich off just pitching an idea, just grabbing their attention, be like, whoa, you have a good, vision. You have a point there. Let me buy that off you, or let me fund it. Like, come on, man. We've seen this happen. Like, you need to follow it. Like,
100%. Like, there's so many stories that even people that I know right now that I hang around with that are multimillionaires that have said that one of the key stuff that they did, even is what's his name? Steve Harvey says that. Said, fly first class. Get the feeling of that. You're gonna meet people on that plane that could change your life. They could take you to the next level. He said that's what happened to me. My life changed because I met someone. and it changed my life instantly. Okay, and so many people I know right now have met people on the plane because of and they had a little conversation and like, okay, I'm gonna take on board. Once they took on board, people, they gave them the skills that they have and they leveled up. And right now I'm like, okay, where's the next type of skills that I need right now? Who's the person that I need to network with? If I'm a coach, I'm a fitness coach, and then that coach is doing 50, 100K a month, why is he different? I'm gonna network with him. I need to surround myself with coaches that are doing $1 million a year. Okay, what do I need to do? Okay, if I'm a marketer, if I'm a business owner, I'm in e-commerce. Okay, whatever it is, I need to go to people in my niche, network with them. Okay, what do you need? Like, okay, this guy's doing $1 million a year. I'm not doing that. I'm only at 10 grand. Okay, I need to go network with this guy. This guy could be a man. I'm in real estate, no problem. This guy is doing multi-millions in real estate. I didn't start yet. What's the best to go? They're your best teachers. These are going to be people going to level you up because they're where you want to be and they can help you scale and change your life dramatically. Your network is your net worth. I can't stress that enough. Your network is your net worth.
100%. Before we wrap this podcast up,
100%.
I think it's time we talk about the Young Hustlers Academy.
100%, bro. 100%.
Yeah, either way.
Right.
What do our listeners have to expect in the Young Hustlers Academy?
Right. So first of all, we're creating an academy where not only it's just a course academy where you just can learn different courses. It's not just a course that you just go in and out that. It's a network, right? It's a network. As I always stress, you're gonna hear me saying this a lot. Your network is your net worth. It's like a network. It's a network of people that join together with different types of skills. Different people that have different skills. You could be into fitness. You could be into this. You could do that. Young Hustlers Academy. First of all, we're going to be starting off with 3 skills that I personally have and leveled up, and you too, okay? Which is investing, okay, into crypto and forex in the forex market, which is you should be in right now. There's a big digital transfer of wealth that you should be into right now. We're going to teach you every single thing about crypto and forex and how to master investing into the crypto industry. Number 2 is going to be marketing. We're going to teach you how to be top marketers, how to master running ads on Facebook and Instagram, TikTok, etc., how to master scaling your business, because you could be now a small business owner, you could be just starting off, you don't know what you're doing, scaling your business. We're going to teach you the step-by-step process, how to scale your business and learn how to market. The 3rd skill is mindset. Mindset is everything. The mindset right here, your brain, right? If your brain is not expanding every single thing, you're not growing. You're not gonna get to that level that you want to be. You gotta keep expanding, right? Your brain is like a sponge. You gotta keep watering it. You gotta keep expanding it, or it's gonna just contract. If you're not keep growing it, you gotta make it. It's gonna contract.
Definitely.
What have you got to say when it comes to the Young Hustlers podcast?
Man, in the Young Hustlers Academy, honestly, you can look at that as your college, okay? So in the academy, it's gonna be like an umbrella. It's gonna be like a network. Okay,
100%.
you're gonna meet and greet different type of people who have different type of skills. So let's say, okay, crypto is not for you. Let's say marketing is not for you. Let's say you're not really into self-development. Hold on a minute. This academy, we have so much to offer. I've met different people who are our age and our generation who have different skills and are making money from it. You're going to see e-commerce coming. You're going to see real estate coming.
100%.
We're going to be bringing people who are experienced masters in these types of niche. You're going to see photography coming in. You're going to see barbering coming in. There's too many ways to make money, and we want to give you a skill. Okay, a lot of people right now, they don't know where to start. They don't have anyone to guide them. They don't have people to network with that have the same mindset they do.
Exactly.
So we're creating a home for you. We're creating a network of people, a community who you can kind of like 100%. Look up to the people right beside you.
You know the biggest thing that I always get, bro? There's not many people like us.
Oh man, I rejoice every time I see somebody that shares my mindset.
There's not many people like us. I get that the whole time. There's not many people like us. No, it's not for long. Because that's why we're creating this academy, is for people to network like us. Or people that have the same mindset to grow, to get better, to build a business, to build freedom, to change your family's life and other people's life. That's why we're creating this academy. And it's going to be a life-changing thing in the future. And that's my goal. I feel like that's my goal. I want to change people's lives and not benefit from it. With that being said, I think we should end this podcast. Or if you have anything else.
No, we'll see you in the next one.